AI is changing how people work, create, and earn, but many people still don't understand how it actually fits into everyday life. Today, we're going to break that down today. Welcome back to another episode of the Jones Empire Podcast, where we talk about financial growth, personal responsibility, and building a better future step by step. If you've been hearing AI this and AI that everywhere, you're not alone. It can feel like one of those topics that's either way overhyped or way too complicated. And when something feels complicated, most people do what makes sense. They tune it out and focus on what's right in front of them. Bills, work, family, stress, obligations, real life. But here's why I want to slow this down and make it practical. AI isn't just some futuristic thing for big companies or tech people. It's quickly turning into a normal tool like email, Google, or a calculator. And just like those tools, the people who learn to use it in simple ways tend to save time, learn faster, and sometimes unlock brand new ways to earn. So today we're talking about how everyday people can use AI tools to create more value, learn faster, and open up new income opportunities. Just real life, real examples, and a couple easy actions you can take this week. Let's start with the basics. What are AI tools really? In plain language, AI tools are apps or websites that can help you think, write, organize, design, plan, and create faster. Not because they're smarter than you in some magical way, but because they're trained on a lot of information and patterns. That training lets them do certain tasks quickly, like drafting a message, generating ideas, summarizing information, or turning your rough thoughts into something more organized. Think of it like this. If you've ever used autocomplete on your phone or voice-to-text, or your GPS rerouting when there's traffic, you've already been using basic forms of AI. The difference now is that these tools are getting better and easier for regular people to use for everyday work and business. And that's why they're becoming part of normal life. Because businesses are always looking for three things: speed, quality, and cost. If AI can help someone work faster, produce more, or learn a skill quicker, it becomes a tool that gets used. Not everywhere, not perfectly, but enough that it starts to shape what normal looks like. Now, let's talk about what really holds people back. Because it's not usually lack of intelligence. It's not that people can't learn. Most of the time, the real issues are more personal and more relatable. Number one is time. People are tired. People are busy. You might have a job, maybe two. You might have kids or a parent you're helping, or you're juggling a lot mentally. Even the idea of learning something new can feel exhausting. Not because you don't want to grow, but because you're already running on fumes. Number two is skills. A lot of people feel like they missed the window. Like, I'm not creative. I'm not good with computers. I don't know how to write. I don't know how to build a brand. I don't know how to start a side hustle. And that feeling can be heavy because when you don't feel confident, you delay. And when you delay long enough, you start to believe your own story that you just can't do it. Number three is overwhelm. This is a big one. You go online and you see people talking about 100 tools, 1,000 strategies, and overnight success stories. And your brain just goes, nope, too much. It turns into information overload, and then you do nothing. No shame in it. That's a normal human response. So here's the angle for today. Instead of treating AI like a complicated new world you have to enter, treat it like help, like an assistant, like a tool you pick up when you're trying to solve a real problem in your life. Because the truth is, most people don't need AI to do everything. Most people just need it to do one or two things that remove friction, one or two things that make life easier, one or two things that turn I don't have time into I can actually get started. Let's make this real with a few examples, but I'm not going to list a bunch of tools just to list them. I want you to hear the problem first, then the tool as the solution. Problem number one, you've got ideas, but you can't organize them. This is so common. You might be the type of person who has thoughts in the car, ideas late at night, or you're always saying, man, I should start something. But the next step feels unclear. You don't know how to turn the idea into a plan. You don't know what to do first, second, third. And because it's messy in your head, it stays stuck in your head. This is where AI tools that help organize ideas and writing can make a big difference. In simple terms, you can type or speak your rough thoughts. Messy, unstructured, not perfect, and ask the tool to turn it into an outline. You can ask it to list steps. You can ask it to help you write a clear description of what you're trying to do. You're not asking it to become you. You're using it like a funnel. You pour your thoughts in, and it gives you something cleaner to work with. Now, problem number 2. You want to create content or promote something, but you're not a designer. Maybe you're trying to post on social media for your business, or you want to make a flyer for a service you offer, or you're thinking about selling a digital product like a guide or a checklist. But every time you try to design something, it looks off. The colors aren't right, the spacing feels weird, and you end up feeling like, yeah, I'm not built for this. This is where AI tools that help design graphics and content can help. And let me explain that in plain language. These tools can generate layouts, suggest color combinations, create simple images, and help you produce something that looks more polished without you having to become a professional designer first. It's not cheating. It's like using a template, but smarter. It helps the average person present their ideas in a way that looks credible. And credibility matters, especially online. Problem number 3. You want to create something like music, but you don't know where to start. Now, even if you're not trying to be a full-time music artist, music is a great example because it shows how AI can help creativity. Some people have melodies in their head, but don't play instruments. Some people write lyrics, but can't make a beat. Some people want to create background music for videos or podcasts and don't want to deal with complicated software. There are AI tools that help create music ideas. In everyday terms, you can describe the vibe you want, like upbeat, chill, motivational, cinematic, and the tool can generate music concepts you can build on. It can create a rough track or a melody idea. It's not replacing your taste. It's speeding up your starting point. And that's important because a lot of people don't fail because they can't finish. People fail because they never start. Starting is the hardest part. Problem number 4. You have a project idea, but tech feels intimidating. You might have said something like, I wish there was an app that did this, or I want a simple website for my service, or even I want to create a tool that helps people track something. And then reality hits. Building apps sounds like coding. Coding sounds like years of learning, and you shut it down. Here's what's different now. There are AI tools that can help build simple apps or projects. And in plain language, that means you can describe what you want to build, and the tool can help generate the basic structure or code, or help you troubleshoot when something breaks. Now, I want to be responsible here. This doesn't magically turn you into a software engineer overnight, but it can take something that used to be a brick wall and turn it into a speed bump. It can help you experiment. It can help you learn as you go. And for a lot of people, that's the difference between I wish and I'm actually building. Now let's pause and talk about something that needs to be said clearly. AI does not replace effort, discipline, or consistency. Let me say that again in a different way. AI can help you move faster, but it can't make you show up. It can help you generate ideas, but it can't make you execute. It can help you polish your message, but it can't make you trustworthy. That part is still on you. If you're the type of person who starts things and stops, AI won't fix that. If you avoid discomfort, AI won't remove the need to get uncomfortable. If you don't manage your time, AI won't magically give you more hours in the day. What it can do is reduce wasted time. It can reduce confusion. It can reduce that feeling of staring at a blank page, not knowing what to say or do next. And that's a big deal because momentum is everything. Now I want to walk you through 2 relatable scenarios. Not perfect people, just everyday folks using these tools in a realistic way. Scenario 1, a busy parent trying to create a small side income. Let's say there's a mom who works during the day, handles the house, and by the time the evening comes, she's tired. But she wants to bring in extra money because groceries are up, life is expensive, and she doesn't want to always feel behind. She's good at something simple and valuable, like organizing, meal planning, or helping people budget. She's been thinking, maybe I could sell a simple weekly meal plan, or maybe I could make a short guide for budgeting, but she doesn't have time to write a whole booklet from scratch. Here's where AI becomes practical. She can talk into her phone for 5 minutes and explain her process like she's talking to a friend. Then she uses an AI writing and organizing tool to turn that voice note into a clean outline. After that, she asks it to help her write it in a clear, friendly way, keeping it simple. Then she uses an AI design tool to create a nice-looking cover and a couple clean pages, like a template. Nothing fancy, just polished enough that someone would feel confident buying it. Now she has a digital product, a small one, a realistic one, something she can sell online. And the point isn't that she's going to become a millionaire overnight. The point is she turned her everyday knowledge into value. And she did it faster because she didn't have to fight through the hardest parts alone. But notice what she still had to do. She still had to think. She still had to give real advice. She still had to test it, improve it, and actually post it and offer it. AI helped her move, but she did the walking. Scenario 2. Someone stuck at work who wants to level up their skills. Picture a guy who's been at the same job for a few years. He's reliable. He shows up, but he feels capped. He sees other people getting promoted or landing better opportunities, and he knows he needs new skills. But he doesn't know what to learn first, and he doesn't have the energy to take a random course and hope it works out. So he starts using AI as a learning coach, not in a complicated way. He tells the tool what job he has, what job he wants, and what his current skill level is. Then he asks, what are the top skills I should build in the next 90 days if I can only study 3 hours a week? And then he goes step by step. He asks for a learning plan. He asks for simple explanations when he doesn't understand a term. He asks for practice questions. He asks the tool to quiz him. If he's learning something like spreadsheets, data basics, project management, or communication, he can even ask for examples and templates that make it feel more real. Now he's not scrolling for hours, getting lost. He's focused. And over time, that focus turns into confidence. Confidence turns into better performance. Better performance turns into opportunities. Maybe it's a raise. Maybe it's a new role. Maybe it's a better job somewhere else. Again, AI didn't do the work for him. It made the work clearer. It made the learning faster. It reduced the friction between where he is and where he wants to be. And I want you to notice something about both scenarios. Neither one required being techie. Neither one required expensive equipment. The common thread was using AI to support something real, a goal, a problem, a need, a plan. So let's get even more practical. If you're listening to this and thinking, okay, I get it, but where do I begin? I want to give you a simple approach that doesn't feel overwhelming. Start by picking one area of your life where you feel stuck or slow. Is it writing? Do emails and messages take you forever because you're trying to sound professional? Is it planning? Do you have goals but no structure? Is it creativity? Do you want to post content but don't know what to say? Is it learning? Do you want a new skill but don't know the path? Pick one, just one, because when you try to fix everything at once, you usually end up fixing nothing. Then, treat AI like a helper for that one area. Ask it simple questions. Give it real context. And don't aim for perfect. Aim for useful. A lot of people get tripped up because they think they need the perfect prompt or the perfect instruction. You don't. Talk like you normally talk. If you can explain your situation to a friend, you can explain it to an AI tool. For example, you can say things like, I'm trying to start a small side hustle selling home cleaning services. Can you help me write a simple one-page flyer and 3 social media posts that sound friendly and clear? Or, I have these messy notes about a business idea. Can you turn them into a step-by-step plan and tell me what I should do first this week? Or, I want to learn a new skill to earn more money. I have 3 hours a week. Help me pick one skill and give me a simple weekly plan. That's it. That's the level of simple we're talking about. Now, before we wrap, I want to ground this in a mindset that will keep you from getting disappointed. AI is not a lottery ticket. It's leverage. If you already have discipline, AI can multiply your output. If you already have curiosity, AI can speed up your learning. If you already have a skill, AI can help you package it better. But it still depends on you showing up consistently. And honestly, that's good news. Because it means your future isn't dependent on some secret tool. It's dependent on your choices. The tool just makes those choices easier to act on. All right, let's finish with 2 simple weekly actions you can take. Not 10 actions, not a full life overhaul. Just 2 practical steps you can do this week to start using AI in a realistic way. Weekly action number 1. Use an AI tool once a day for 5 minutes to save time on something you already do. Think small. Rewrite a text message so it's clearer. Draft a work email. Summarize an article you didn't have time to read. Organize a grocery list by meals. Create a simple schedule for your week. The goal is to build comfort. 5 minutes a day keeps it from feeling scary, and it helps you see where the value really is. Weekly action number 2. Use AI to create one asset this week that you can reuse. An asset could be a template, a checklist, a short script, a simple resume update, a set of social media captions, a one-page plan for a service you offer, or a basic outline for a digital product. Something you make once, then use again and again. That's how you start creating more value without constantly starting from zero. If you do those two things consistently, you'll be surprised how quickly you go from "I don't really get AI" to "Oh, I can use this in real life." And once you start creating more value, learning faster, and possibly opening new doors to income, there's another piece that matters: what you do with the money you earn. Because earning more is powerful, but keeping it, growing it, and building long-term stability is the real game. And if you want guidance on investing basics in a simple, step-by-step way, there's an app called Money Steps that helps people understand investing fundamentals without making it feel overwhelming. That's it for today's episode of the Jones Empire Podcast. Keep it simple, stay consistent, and focus on using tools to support the effort you're already willing to put in. I'll catch you in the next one.